Hello friends, I'm Dr. Dinesh Harkut. We'll take you the short tour which will cover the basics of computer network. In this video series, I will cover all the topics related to computer networks like what is computer network, what is internet, layered protocols, protocols at application layer, transport layer, network layer, link layer, issues related with network securities and various firewall. We have seen an overview of technology of computer networking and the internet. Now we will explore a bit about fascinating history of the internet. That is over a period of time how networks of the network, that is internet, was evolved. The field of computer networking and today's internet trace their beginning back to the early 1960s, a time at which telephone network was the world's dominant communication network. The telephone network uses circuit switching to transmit information from sender to receiver, an appropriate choice given that voice is transmitted at a constant rate between sender and receiver. Given the increasing importance of computer in early 1960 and the advent of time-shared computers, it was perhaps natural to consider the question of how to hook computers together so that they could be shared among geographically distributed users. The traffic generated by such a user was likely to be bursty, that is, interval of activity, for example, sending of commands to a remote computer, followed by periods of activities while waiting for a reply or manipulating the received responses. Three research groups around the world, all unaware of others' work, began inventing the notion of packet switching as an efficient and robust alternative to circuit switching. These groups involved Leonard at MIT, USA, Paul Baran at Rand Institute, California, and Donald and Roger at National Physical Laboratory, England. The work at MIT, Rand Institute, and NPL laid the foundations of today's Internet. By 1972, ARPANET had grown to approximately 15 nodes and was given its first public demonstration. The first email program was written by Ray Tomlinson at BBN in 1972. The initial ARPANET was a single closed network. In early to mid 1970, additional packet switching networks besides ARPANET came into being, that is ALOANET, a satellite network linking together universities on Huawei Island. A Telnet BBN commercial packet switching network based on ARPANET technology came into existence. The number of networks was beginning to grow. In 1973, Robert Metcalfe's PhD thesis laid out the principle of Ethernet, which would later lead to a huge growth in so-called local area network, popularly known as LAN, that operated over a small distance based on Ethernet protocol. Now the time was ripe for developing an encompassing architecture for connecting networks together. Pioneer work on interconnecting networks, in essence creating a network of networks, was done by Winton Cerf and Robert Kahn. The architectural principles that Robert Kahn articulated for creating a so-called open network architecture are the foundation on which today's internet is built. Autonomy, best effort service, stateless routers, decentralized control. These are some principles those who continue to serve as an architectural foundation for today's internet. Early experimentations with TCP combined with the recognition of the importance of unreliable, non-flow controlled end-to-end transport service for applications such as packetized voice led to the separation of IP, that is Internet Protocol, out of TCP and the development of UDP protocol. The three key Internet protocols that we see today are TCP, UDP, and IP, were conceptually in place by the end of 1970. It is also worth noting here that in 1980 or even before, researchers were also developing a competitor technology to the Internet architecture. These efforts have contributed to the development of ATM, that is asynchronous transfer mode architecture, a connection oriented approach based on the use of fixed size packet known as cell. By the end of 70s, approximately 200 hosts were connected to the ARPANET. By the end of 1980s, the number of hosts connected to public internet were reached to 1 lakh. Much of the growth in 1980s resulted from several distinct efforts to create computer network linking universities together. BitNet provided email and file transfer among several universities in the Northeast. CSNet, that is Computer Science Network, was formed to link together universities researchers without access to ARPANET. In 1986, NSF-Net was created to provide access to NSF-sponsored supercomputing centers. In the ARPANET community, many of the final pieces of today's internet architecture were falling in place. 1st January 1983 saw the official deployment of TCP/IP as a new standard host protocol for ARPANET, replacing the earlier NCP protocol. In the late 1980s, important extensions were made to TCP to implement host-based conjunction control. The domain name system, that is DNS, used to map between human readable internet name and its 32-bit IP addresses, were also developed. Paralleling this development of the ARPANET in early 1980, the French launched the Minitel project, an ambitious plan to bring data networking into everyone's home. Sponsored by the French government, the Minitel system consisted of public packet switched network. At its peak in early 1990, it offered more than 20,000 different services, ranging from home banking to specialized research database. 1990 were issued it with two events that symbolize the continued evolution and soon to arrive commercialization of internet. First, ARPANET, the originator of internet, ceased to exist. NSFNet had begun to serve as a backbone network connecting regional network in the United States and national network overseas. Also in 1990, the world became the first public dial-up internet service provider. In 1991, NSFNet lifted its restriction on use of NSFNet for commercial purpose. NSFNet itself would be decommissioned in 1995, with internet backbone traffic being carried by commercial internet service provider. The main event of 1990s, however, was the release of the World Wide Web, which brought the internet into homes and businesses of millions and millions of people worldwide. The World Wide Web, popularly known as WWW, was invented at CERN Lab by Tim Berners and Lee. in 1989 to 1991. Berners-Lee and his associates developed initial version of HTML, HTTP, a web server and web browser, the four key component of WWW, that is World Wide Web. The original CERN browser only provide a line mode or text-based interface. Around the end of 1992, there were about 200 web servers in operation. This collection of servers being the tip of iceberg for what was about to come. At about this time, several researchers were developing web browsers with GUI interface, including Mark Anderson, who developed a popular GUI browser, Mosaic. He released an alpha version of his browser, GUI-based browser in 1993 and formed Mosaic Communication, which was later become Netscape Communication Corporation. In 1996, Microsoft got into web business in a big way. And in 1999, there were 2 million web servers in operation. And all of this happened in less than 10 years. The typical killer applications which came into existence were email, the web, IM, that is ICQ, and P2P file sharing. The year 2000 and onwards is influenced or characterized by following features like over 5 billion devices were attached to internet. 5 billion is a figure of 2016. You can imagine the figure we are in 2020. Proliferation of smartphones and tablets. Aggressive deployment of broadband access to general public. Increasing ubiquity of high-speed wireless access. Emergence of online social network. Facebook is having more 1 billion users. Service providers like Google, Microsoft have created their own network, bypassing internet providing instantaneous access to search, video, content, and email, etc. E-commerce, universities, enterprises running their services in cloud. Example is Amazon EC2 and many more. This is how today's internet was evolved over last 50 years. Thank you very much for listening to me till end.